everybody in YouTube land. It's been a while. Figured I'd make a quick video here. Just getting out of recovery, kind of walking around, moving around a little better and better. So, still hurting, but figured I'd give you something. I can't post a whole lot because I'm not doing a whole lot, but there'll be more to come. Here's a little introduction video of Betty, my 65 F100. I've had this truck since I was 12 years old. Done a couple things to it, lowered it down. I Frenched the taillights back in high school. Just a good old girl. She's been sitting about a month or so. But it's got a 390 in it with a 4-speed, 411s, Detroit locker. Got the moon wheel, the moon pedal, all that fun stuff. Learned how to pinstripe on this truck. But yeah, she's just a beatable girl. I thought I had a problem with carjackers back in the day, so put a knife in the cigarette lighter. Yeah, she's just a good old girl. Drove it to Bulletproof a bunch of times. The seat was brand new, and I used it so much it wore out. Got the little shift light there. It's got a 390 with about 10.5 to 1. Krager's with Cali white walls, f100 valence on the front. Let's open her up here. I had a 352 in it, and I blew it up. So, this is what's in there now. She's kind of dirty. She was pretty at one point. But it's got a Predator on it, MSD, headers. It's got a big crane cam in it. Still running a single pot. Can't be too safe. But I figured I'd give you guys a little cold start video of a Predator. People talk a lot of flack about Predators and how they don't run cold. Well, I'm going to prove you wrong here. This one's tuned in pretty good. The little flaps and the doors need to be gone through on the Predator because they have these little like reed valve things. But I'll show you how my Predator starts. Here we go. Alright. Always got to wiggle the shit out of the stick. Should be 2 pumps and fire it off. It's about 65 degrees outside right now. She just kind of lumps right along with no idle circuit. Look at the bed shake. I know I'm gonna get a lot of people going, that's not right, that's ideal, with like, especially with the spacers on the old S-code intake and such. But I've been beating on this truck consistently with this engine for about 12 years now. And it started sucking coolant about 3 of those years ago, and I filled it with Blue Devil thinking I'd get through one summer, and well, here she is. So yeah, there you go. Nothing too crazy, nothing too special. Just a quick little cold start with the Predator. I'll let her run about 5-10 minutes, and then I'll go about my day, go do truck stuff. Thanks for watching, guys, and keep updated as I post more videos. Like I said, it's going to be a little while, but this is my number one, man. This is the first one, my main bitch. Take her easy. I just got done with this video, and I realized that you, ladies and gentlemen, didn't get to hear the truck warm. Big misconception with Predators is that they don't idle. They don't idle. They're just an on-off switch. They're not an on-off switch. They're a variable Venturi carburetor, much like an SU. but a little different. It's more like reeds in a two-stroke. It's got flaps on the top. You could Google it. You could check them out. I'm not going to go into the full particulars. But I'm going to show you what the truck idles like warm. There are a couple shortcomings with the big float bowl, but the truck goes like absolute hell. Downside to a Predator, it gives the engine exactly what it wants. That's meaning if you haul ass, it's going to take all the fuel it'll want. If you go slow, though, it's going to take a little tiny bit. So here you go. Here it is warm. Been sitting for about an hour, so still warm. See, there you go. Still idling about 900 RPM. It's a little bit smoother because it's just how they run. When it gets fully warm, because I have it set up so I can daily drive this truck, I have the idle just a little bit high because there's an issue with the bowl in the front of fuel slosh. So the big thing I have is if I idle it down to the 800 or 900 that it should be typically, it won't have enough kaput to kind of keep her going. So this is a PXP. A PXI is a lot different. Depending on who's watching this, you could correct me on either, especially with, you know, like the spacers not being right on the S-code intake, whatever. I've been beating on this combination for over 12 years. I've had 2 rear ends, 2 transmissions, 2 different engines. I had no floorboards, all sorts of fun stuff. So there you go. Let me give you a rev, I guess. I guess you're going to want to rev.